Hey y'all, it's Emily, and today we're going to be talking about growing your ecom business. So, y'all know I've been doing this for 5 years. I grew my ecom business from the ground up with little to no ads. The first 3 years hit 7 figs. And I'm here today with Mariela. She is the pro queen when it comes to ads. I'm not so much of an ads gal, I'm more of organic marketing. So, we're going to be comparing about what we should do when it comes to ecom from organic to paid ads and what's the best way to go about. The main goal that I want to instill to everyone is that this is the knowledge that you should know so that you don't spend the next 5 years like I did struggling and spending so much money that you shouldn't have to. So let's get into it. Okay, so the best way to me in the beginning is doing organic marketing. So I was able to do the first 6 figs of my business, which was the first 2 years that we opened organically. Organically means not paying any ads, not paying any influencers, the bare minimum, like your basic business essentials like Shopify, a few emails that were like $1 or something like that, but very little ad spend or any in general.
Okay, but you like making your own content.
Yes.
Like you being out there. And the platform that you mainly use was TikTok.
Yes.
Okay, so did you do like TikTok lives? You were TikTok all day, every day?
It was a combination. So it was a combination of Instagram, TikTok, and Pinterest.
Okay. All right.
Yes. Because I heard at that time, this was 2020, people was, in the pandemic and stuff. So people were scrolling through social media a lot more. And I saw that Pinterest was one of those things that people were looking into. I said, okay, let's just start a little board on Pinterest and see where it goes. What happened on Pinterest was people were following the boards and it led them into the Instagram or it led them into the TikTok, which eventually they would convert over.
Yeah. Pinterest is great for like top of funnel, cold audience being discovered. So that's awesome that you monetize that. Because I think a lot of people think of Pinterest and they're like, is Pinterest still around? Like Pinterest is a powerhouse.
And the thing is that Pinterest, their demographic is mostly women that have high income.
Yeah.
Those are the people you want to target.
Exactly.
Because they have the funding to be able to buy your products without you having to do much.
Yeah, I think I read the analytics, like over 80% of users on Pinterest have a household income of more than $100,000. So it's like, they got money. That's awesome. All right, so I haven't done $1 million like Emily has, but I'm gonna get there. But I was able to. I think I'm about $500,000 right now, and I have been able to do that with paid ads mostly. Like I did dedicate the first year of going into business to organic, but that was because I didn't know about paid ads. I just went into starting this business because, I had a little bit of a following and I was selling to my followers. And then I'm like, okay, how was it going to scale? Then I started experimenting with paid ads and I actually ended up doing like a little bit over $100,000 in revenue in like a little bit under 3 months because that's the power of paid ads. And after that, that's when I was like, oh, I'm not going to keep putting so much of my time, in organic content when I can just do paid ads, So that's how I've been growing my brand. So I do swear by paid ads. I think is the fastest way to scale. But there's also a lot of ups and downs. So I definitely see how organic has to be an important aspect of starting your e-com brand, especially if you're starting with a very low budget.
Right.
Yeah.
I would say that I started doing paid ads maybe like 6 months in. I spent like 20 grand wasted because I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know the target that the audience I was trying to target. I was trying to target everyone that I knew that would buy a faja. And I was like, girl.
Were you running the ads yourself?
I was running them myself.
Okay.
Like I bought a little Facebook ad course before it was Meta.
Yeah.
I swear I was doing something. I wasn't doing anything. And then I was like, okay, well, I spent whatever I got. And let me just go fully into organic marketing.
Yeah, because you knew that was already working for you. Yeah, of course. So go back to what's working for you.
And I think that's what instilled to this day where the audience, the customers I have and had are still following from that first year of me building that audience because they feel like family. They feel like they're a part of something.
Yeah.
Sharing that, and that's what helped with the organic marketing aspect.
Right.
It wasn't like they didn't feel like they were bought in. They felt like they were brought in.
Yeah.
Not bought, brought in. And that it's like it's so much easier to sell to someone that feels like family rather than when it's like an ad in their face.
Yeah, no, that is one thing that I would absolutely confirm, that when you are doing paid ads, you're not building an emotional connection with your customers right away, right? Because when you're doing it organically, you just came up on their feed organically, maybe because one of your videos went viral. And when you do a paid ad, it's like they see that sponsored tag on there. They're most likely to ignore it. They're most likely to question it. They're most likely to be like, is this a scam? Like, I cannot tell you how many times I get comments under my ads. Like, is this a scam? You think I'm paying money for us to, like, run ads on a scam? No.
Oh, man.
So I definitely felt that because the first year that I was in business, I wasn't even on TikTok. I was mainly like on Instagram and on my Instagram stories. And I think I started my business in like August, July. And by the end of the year, I had done like $50,000 in revenue just organically. And then the second year, that's when I was able to do big numbers with ads. Then like, that's another thing about scaling too fast. You think it's great that you see that money coming in, but you are ruining that relationship with your customers so bad because you cannot attend to each and every one of them. You cannot build that emotional connection. And then going into my third year of business, I went back to ads. Like, it wasn't working because I'm like, because so much had changed from my business, and I didn't realize that what was working before, it was working before. But my business was no longer there. Like, it didn't have the same feel, the same image. And I couldn't figure out what was wrong. I'm like, gosh, I can't figure out why the ads are not working anymore. And I realized it's because I no longer had that organic aspect. I had gotten so comfortable with running ads that I was no longer building that relationship organically.
The community.
Exactly. I wasn't building the community. Because the reason why my ads worked so well my second year is because it was just retargeting people that I had already engaged in my first year organically. So then I was like struggling, and that's where, when the wasting so much money comes into, because you're burning through cash trying to get ads to work, trying to get people to buy through ads. But sometimes when it's not profitable, or when that return on ad spend is not there, like, it could put you in a really tough situation financially, because that's money you're never going to get back.
It's gone with the wind.
Yeah, it's gone with Meta. Zuckerberg got my money. He ain't giving it back.
Oh, man. I think that's the scariest part. I just had someone DM me about how to scale their husband's painting business. The point, what I'm trying to say is that even though it's a service-based business, she wanted to go straight to ads. And I was like, do not go straight to ads. I'm like, if your organic profile, like your organic standing online is not there, do not run ads, because it's just the ROI is not going to be as high as if you have an organic following. So I told her, make sure that your Instagram is all the way suited and booted.
Yeah.
Like, they know what they're looking at. There's customer testimonials, your social proof, all of that good stuff before your website is converting.
Yeah, like have a proven concept already from growing organically. And definitely don't try to start running ads if you have like one follower on Instagram, because you're gonna look real scammy. You're gonna be like, oh nah. So yeah, that's definitely one thing. Like, I would say I can't even put a timeline on it. Like,
on ads?
3 to 6 months organically, like really getting to feel what your brand is about, really getting to understand who your target audience is before you start running ads. Or something that I always say, like, for people who are starting a brand, like you're starting a brand right now, and you're like, okay, should I start organically or should I start with ads? My question is, do you have time or do you have money?
Right.
If you have time, you want to go the organic route. If you have money, and it's money that you can invest and you can potentially lose and be okay,
Right.
then yeah, go with the ads route, because that's what's gonna allow you to scale faster. But not only do you need the money for the ads, you're also gonna need the money to be able to put that structure in place to be able to handle the amount of orders and keep up with the demand and make sure your customers are happy. But yeah, I guess like if you're thinking, okay, organic or ads, what do you have? Do you have time or do you have money? Or if you have both, great. I have neither.
Oh man.
I'm like, how I have neither? What's going on?
Even then, I feel like I think of, well, if I put myself in that predicament where like, okay, I have a new brand and I have a new concept, and I have unlimited funding, would I go ahead and run ads? I wouldn't.
Okay, why is that?
I wouldn't, because I need to learn, I need to pull all the data of this industry. And if I go and spend all this money on ads, even though I have unlimited funding, I feel like I'm going to get a sponsored result and not an organic result. Like, well, if I do have the funding, I could have someone go through all of these different specifications.
Because I think like we're also stuck in how we started from scratch.
Right.
But the thing is, like, we started from scratch because we didn't have funding.
Right.
Because I'm like, everything I've done in the last 4 years, I'm like, gosh, I could have just paid somebody else to do it. Yeah. Like, all this research, all this time, learning how to make content, learning how to run ads. Like, I mean, I love running ads. Like, I guess I'm thankful that through that experience, I found something that I love to do. But realistically, I know that if I had the funding when I started the brand, I would have just hired an agency. But those agencies are like $5,000 to $10,000 a month.
Yes.
Obviously, I didn't have that money. Okay, so I invested in a course. I spent countless hours on YouTube, countless hours reading articles, countless hours on Reddit, countless hours literally going through every meta doc about their ads platform, because I had the time. So I was spending the time and learning all of this, how to do it myself. And I didn't have the money to just hire an ad agency.
I got a love-hate relationship with ad agencies.
I think like everyone that has worked with an ad agency has that love-hate relationship.
Because it's like, at the end of the day, like, yes, they're there to provide this service, but it's not guaranteed.
No, it's not.
It's not.
And from being in the space, like, I have consulted with so many small business owners that before they worked with me, they worked with an ad agency. And it's like, I don't know what the hell's wrong with ad agencies, that they just like give all these promises and don't set the right expectations. So the brand owner, the small business owner, always ends up having a bad relationship because they're just burning through their money. And I think it's so easy to just burn through somebody else's money when you do not have any emotional connection to the money. That's why, like, every time I meet someone who wants to learn how to do e-commerce, I'm like, if you're going to do ads, even if you're going to hire an agency, try to learn about ads yourself. So then even if you work with an agency, you know if what they're doing is right or wrong. Because if you don't know anything about ads, anything that they tell you, you're not going to know how to question it.
So I worked with 2 different agencies. In the first agency, they had no background on running a women shapewear-based business. So they worked with women clothing, but not shapewear. So, and you would think like, oh, it's the same thing, but it's not. So I would say, if you do look into an agency, make sure it's an agency that has previous experience working similar to your industry, because they didn't really know how to market it. And I had never done ads, so I didn't even know like what to really look for in the running the ads. So it was just like, I think I spent 50 grand.
Dang.
50 grand. And it really wasn't. But I'm not going to say it was a loss, because I learned so much from that. I saw the results, I saw the data, and I was like, okay, now I know for the next round what to tell the next agency. Like, this is what was happened here. Like, this is what we saw. These are the impressions for this type of word and this type of content. Da, da, da.
Yeah.
This is what we need to do.
Yeah.
And so
was it any different with the second agency that you worked with? Yeah.
Yeah, the second agency, they had experience running with a lot of ecom brands. So they were more knowledgeable and on converting. So the last ad agency, like, they were more like awareness.
Okay.
So, like, I had a lot of impressions, but it wasn't converting.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like...
And this ad agency, they knew how to convert the sales. So we did a lot of ads, but it was more retargeting ads. So I feel retargeting ads are the ones that are like the chef's kiss.
Right. So, but the thing is, retargeting ads, you cannot use them unless you already have people who are aware of your business.
Yes.
So I guess that's where maybe a mix and balance of organic with ads come in. Like, maybe you could build that initial brand awareness with organic and then retarget those people with ads. Because I mean, the way these algorithms are set up nowadays, like, your content might get in front of someone once and then you might never see them again. But with paid ads, you can force your content to go in front of these people again and again and again and again. And I guess to the point in terms of agencies, like, the way ads work nowadays, you don't need a media buying agency. Like, you really don't. Like, because nowadays there's, like, I don't know if you've been inside of a Meta ad account lately, but there's no retargeting anymore. Because now it's all about AI. It's all AI. It's all AI algorithm. So you don't retarget through telling Meta, go after these people. You retarget through the creatives. So let's say if you launch an ad that has a sale on it, it's not going to show it to people that have never heard of you before. It's going to go after the people that have already interacted with you. So nowadays, when it comes to running ads, the media buying part, because there's only one, like, even if you go into an ad account right now, there's only one campaign. There's no more, like, making different campaigns or whatever. One campaign, you throw your creatives in there. AI, the algorithm, knows where to put your creative. So nowadays, the most important part is the creative. So if you're going into business now, you don't need a media buying agency. What you need is a creative strategy agency. An agency that's going to help you make the creative, make that content, which you can also post it as organic content. So don't go paying $5,000-$10,000 to an ad agency. No. And if you do come across one of those, if they're not making the content for you, no.
That's the tea right there.
No. What kind of content do you need either for an organic strategy or an ad strategy? So, like, what kind of content were you making where you were growing your brand organically, like, especially on TikTok? I know that's where the bulk of your revenue came in. Like, what was going viral for you?
What was going viral is the before and afters. And I think that's for a lot of industries. A lot of industries need the before and after. Like, I guess people are so used to seeing, like, so much fake online that when they see something real, they're like, oh my gosh, like, I need to see this brand. I need to shop with them or whatever.
Yes.
So the before and afters, and they had to be extreme.
Yeah, it's like shock factor.
Yes, like holy,
what? How did you fit into that?
Exactly. Yes, it had to be extreme for people to really catch it. And I know this is, like, so typical, but literally doing the trendy songs,
the trends,
all those trends is what pushed it out on the algorithm.
Yeah.
Now that and that's the unfortunate part. Well, I mean, it's fortunate and unfortunate that with the algorithm, it's always changing. So you always got to be on your toes. Like, what worked for me 5 years ago does not work as well as today.
Yeah. And that is so discouraging, right? Like, especially if you're trying to grow organically, that one day or week or month, like, your videos could be going viral one after the other, like thousands, millions of views. And then the next week, you're getting, like, only hundreds of views. And because of that, like, your revenue was being affected.
Yes. So what I would say, like, the primary content was the before and afters, the actual real life like the real behind the scenes. Even if it was me recording or packaging, or someone in the office or the warehouse recording or packaging, just people want to see the business.
See, like, what's going on.
What's like, I want to see you packing it. I want to see where it came from. Like videos that we had from them creating it in Colombia, those did so good because people were like, oh, I'm actually buying from someone. Yeah. They feel, again, the concept of the family part, they feel like, oh my gosh, like I feel a part of this brand. And then, so I said, before and afters, the behind the scenes, the real life, and what was one? There was one more. There's one more, but I can't think of it at the moment. It'll come to me in a little bit. But really just, the essence is building the community. So content that builds a community. So it's interacting with them. So if it's a before and after, I could do a green screen where the before and the after is behind me, but I'm speaking to my audience like, hey y'all, or the language for M Shapewear was very like girly type of vibe. So that's the vibe I gave in the video. Like, hey y'all, like how y'all doing? Like, look at this girl, she's so snatched. Keeping that sort of whatever your branding is, the language for it, but making them feel like they're there with you.
Yeah, and always showing up the same way. Like being uniform in your messaging.
So for example, when people would send DMs, we would DM back the same way.
Yeah,
like girl, you want to get snatched? Yes, like hey girl, you want to get snatched? Question mark. The emails were the same. Everything, my girls would be so mad. The customer service girls, when they would answer DMs, I'm like, there should be an emoji somewhere. Where's the emojis?
Where's the pop of color?
Yes, where's the emojis? Because that was the language of the brand. And it had to be uniform everywhere. And that's what, again, was what made them feel like they're shocked. And I think still now to this day, people don't want to buy from a company. They want to buy from like actual people.
People want to buy from people.
Exactly.
And that is definitely one thing I had to learn the hard way. Because the first year that I was doing organically, it was me. Like, I was out there. Like, people were not buying from PerCal Naturals. They were buying from Mariela. And then the second year, I think I let myself go in terms of ads. And I had, like, nobody saw my face that second year. I was like, I don't got to show my face on Instagram ever again. Because, it's hard. It's also hard to grow organically when you're an introvert.
It's so hard.
It's like, I don't want to go on my stories. I don't want to talk to people. So, but definitely, you got to be an extrovert.
I think at this point, like with me where I'm at, where I took my break and all that, you have to go in with the mindset. And I think you said this earlier, like if you're going to have an ecom brand, already know that you're going to be a content creator.
You're going to be a content creator.
Don't think you're finna go in and just, pay some ads and you're good. No, you literally have to be a content creator. You already gotta you have to show your face, you have to show your hands, you have to show something.
You have to show,
unless you got the
talk.
You have to talk to the camera.
Because I feel like a lot of people, and even me, got comfortable with just like the that TikTok voice thing. You don't gotta even talk anymore. Just put a bunch of clips together and like text to speech. Like people want to hear your voice. Turns out.
And those are like the best videos.
Yeah.
Those are the best.
Yeah, and like the one video that the first ad I ever ran that got me like the best conversion rate that I had on Meta ads when I was first testing it. It was a video of me talking like about my experience with skincare and how the skincare like helped me clear my skin. And I didn't even show it before and after because at that point in time you couldn't do ads with before and after. That was just like, take my word for it. I used to have acne. And that's the video that did the best. And I realized that when I moved away from making founder style videos, that's what they're called, when I moved away from like talking to the camera, that's when my revenue started going down because people were not making an emotional connection just through text to speech or just through subtitles or just through whatever. Like they need to see your face. They need to hear your voice. They don't want to buy from your brand. They want to buy from you.
I think the biggest, like, learning things that I always thought of whenever I hit, like, a block was the emotional standpoint.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, okay, this page is not converting. Why is this page not converting? And I look at everything and I'm like, okay, this is this here, this is why. Then I think about it. What is the problem of the page? And I think of the customer and I'm like, okay, what does this customer have a problem with? And I think, okay, they have a problem with their stomach. I need to, this landing page needs to convert where I am solving the problem that their stomach is no longer going to be there.
Yeah.
And I would convert the entire page to resolve their problem. And they don't even know.
Right. But it's also not just like problem solution, it's finding the emotional aspect.
Yes.
Because it's not just like, this is going to make your stomach flat. No, this is going to make your stomach flat and make you feel more confident. Yes. Next time you go to that party,
yes,
and you're going to feel so much better. You're going to see the boy you like, and he's going to see that you're snatched. Like, you really got to go deep in that and in that psyche. And and you know, it's funny, I recently had a client that I was explaining that to them, and she was in the fitness, and she is in the she sells like her fitness app, whatever. And I'm just like, you're helping women lose weight. You have to tap into that, like, that they're heavier now and they don't feel confident. And she was like, oh, but I don't want to like fat shame people. I'm like, you have to. But you have to. And I like fat shame, but it's like, hey, if you're someone that is fat and they don't feel good about that, then you have to tap into that and sell them the solution. Like, you can't sell both body positivity and a product that's gonna make their stomach flat. Like, it's gonna be very hard to do both. Don't like straight up tell them like, you need this because you're fat, but like, you know, you need this so you can have your dream body, so you can be confident, so you, like, you really have to tap into that. And my point was, this girl, she didn't feel comfortable doing that. She didn't feel comfortable, like, she felt like she was like playing with people's emotions. But that's what marketing is.
Yeah, we get played in our face all day. All day we get played in our face, like, all the time. And we don't even know it. Like, you think when you're driving on the highway and you see all these billboards of, like, these gas station on this exit, and it's like a nice hot plate of pizza or something. They're playing mind games with you. They know you can't eat this. You know you can't eat this, but it looks so good. Like, and it's right there.
Exactly. Like,
next exit, 0.5 miles away.
Yeah, get your slice right there. Like, a company that I love to use for this is Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola will have like an athlete with abs drinking a Coca-Cola. If you want to be cool, you got to drink Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola's not going to give you abs. Coca-Cola's not going to make you cool. But they're tapping into that emotion that if you want to be part of the cool kids, cool kids drink Coca-Cola.
That reminds me, I just made a video yesterday. Well, I haven't posted it, but it's in my drafts, about clout, about being a cool kid. Like, that was my main... That this is what grew M Shapewear substantially. Clout. So clout is when a person sees another person using your product or service.
Yeah.
When I first started, I would send out my fajas to different people, and this would be family and friends, but also people that I would see that a lot of people followed in the area, or like I seen they maybe had a few thousand followers. I'm like, hey girl, I just started this brand. If you can just wear this faja and take a picture and put it on your story and tag me, that's all I want. That's all I want. Just do that for me. And if you love it, you can keep posting whenever you wear it. Just post it for me. That's all I ask for. And these are not like influencers. These are like regular people.
Regular schmegular people. I do that with my customers. Because I'm in a very sensitive area where, like, people don't like to show their before and afters, but you got to bribe them. Like, I have offered my customers money. Like, if you go on your stories and you tell your family and friends that this clear your skin, because I know your family and friends have seen you with acne, and now you're, like, showing what clear your skin. And that has always, and, you know, I'm talking about people who are, you know, they're either college students or they're workers or they're mothers. They have, like, 500 followers, but because that is so organic and it's so natural, you know, because you're not selling to them. They're just like showing something to their friends and family. And now social media, word of mouth and social media, it's what was the word I'm looking for? Like, you're not just telling one person at a time. Like, you're telling your whole community. It works. Offer your friends, your family, your customers free product. Ask them to post it. And ask them to also leave a review if you're going to give them something for free. Like, that's it.
So this is how I knew that method worked, because I was like, people were posting it, and because they saw fulanita wear it, they went and bought one too because they wanted to wear it too, whatever. And I said, let's test this theory out again. Let's see. Like, this is all psychology. So I'm like, okay, let's play with the minds. That's when I designed the packaging to be the pink and the logo on it, like ready to be snatched. Because I was like, let's just see, like, this branding. Inside of the package, I had a postcard that said, when you receive this, post it on your story. Let me see it. So as it started going out, people started seeing it, and everyone started posting their thing.
Yeah.
So now I did that for like 6 months. The postcards, I only had like a few amount. So I did it for like 6 months. And I said, let's see now when I don't do it.
Oh, she's A/B testing out here.
Everyone was posting that they got their faja. Not because, oh, I got a faja, because of the clout.
Yeah.
They just wanted to feel cool. Yeah. Because everyone else was doing it. I want to do it too.
Yeah. I mean, that's the whole concept, like TikTok viral. TikTok made me buy it. Because it's like everyone else is doing it. What's that word when people like follow the pack? That the herd mentality. Like people just want to be part of something. Yeah.
Hopping back on the reviews.
Yes.
So, like you said, a lot of people don't feel comfortable leaving the review. It was I didn't have that much of an issue, but I did at times have issues with getting actual before and afters from different people. And so I had an automated email that sent them, the review, leave a review, blah, blah, blah. But in the email I say we, because it wasn't just me at this point. It was a team. I got the whole team. They did an amazing job. We put that there was a giveaway, $100 giveaway every month if you left a review with the photo. When we started doing that, people started leaving their reviews in their photo. When they left the photo review, it gave them an option for a 10% off additional coupon if they left a video.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So then they're like, well, I already did a photo. I might as well put a video so I can get 10% off on my next order. People started leaving videos.
Yeah.
So in a way, like, that's still organic because essentially I didn't really have to pay to do that.
Yeah.
It was just these automatic emails, and that same content I was able to use to repurpose onto everywhere, on the websites, on the landing page, on social media, and just builds on to the testimonials that people want to see. They just want to see people wearing it.
Yeah.
The clout.
Yeah, exactly. And especially like before and afters are just so powerful. Before and after, like, I think I build my brand of before and afters, and I was just like trying to get so sneaky on how to run before and after ads because like they were not allowed. I'm like, if people don't see the before and after, it's not real, and now they're allowed if you want to go back to shapewear.
Oh no, those ads, that was another thing too. Like, oh my gosh, we were always flagged.
Girl, I told you, once upon a time I tried drop shipping TikTok, and TikTok just like banned me.
And they're so quick.
I was drop shipping butt pads. Yeah, TikTok did not like that. But hey.
But now I think they're a lot more loose.
Like, no, I'm straight up running before and after ads on Meta. They're there. I'm like, okay, it's not a problem now. Assholes. Yeah, ban my whole ass account.
That's what I'm saying. They be so quick, and it's like, oh, once it's gone.
Yeah.
It's gone.
No, yeah, like I'm telling you, like in 2023, like I went through like $100,000 in like less than 3 months, and then like I don't know, I guess like their little AI thing didn't realize it was a before and after, and then like bam, I was banned, and I was trying to find every way to go around it, like every way. I would create a new ad account. They were like, we know you, we know you, we see you before. But now they don't care. Yeah, now that you could run before and afters. As long as they don't have the words before and after, you can get away with it. Yeah. How at me, I know how to do it. Oh my gosh, that was so fun because I'm like, man, I'm just here trying to sell skincare. I'm here acting like I'm selling crack on Meta. Goddamn. I'm like, damn. Thought Meta was gonna knock on my door eventually and arrest me. Like, what? But
oh man.
But yeah, before and afters, and yeah, customer testimonials. Because like customer testimonials, they don't do really well. They've never done really well for ads because ads just have to be like
interactive.
They have to be very interactive, you know? So, like, if you scroll and it's just someone holding a product and talking on it, like, it's not going to be very good. But having those videos on your product page or your landing page, yes. And even just having them, like, pinned up top on your Instagram, on your Facebook, on your TikTok. Because even when people come from ads and they land on your Instagram page and they see those, that's social proof. So, yeah.
I like to also say that a lot of people get really like scared on the followers. Like the first thing they think of is like, oh, I need to go get a lot of followers for me to get sales. And I don't, now if you're running ads and you have like 10 followers, then yes, you're gonna look like a scam.
Yeah.
But if we're talking about like a few thousand, I think that's really, really good to make a lot of sales. I tell people, we did $100,000 and we only had like 5,000 followers.
Right. Yeah. When I started running ads, I had 2,000 followers on my Instagram account, and that was, you know, like people that came from my personal Instagram and they followed my business Instagram. But it wasn't from like I never went viral or whatever. So I had 2,000 followers. And the bulk of, I think now I have like 20,000 something followers. But that actually came from running the ads. Having a big following is not important. But definitely, I would say try to get to like at least 1,000 followers. And you can do that, you know, with organic content. And just even if you only have like a small amount of following and I go into your Instagram page and I see you and there's videos of you talking, there's videos of you showing off your brand, there's videos that prove that this is a real brand with a real person behind it, people are going to overlook the small amount of followings because it's just going to be like, oh, this is a small business, which is fine. Yeah.
I have another thing. So the whole thing about going viral, a lot of people think they need to go viral to like sell. You do not need to go viral. You don't need to go viral to go to sell. You have to build your community. Like, if you go viral one time, the percentage of them to convert over is probably like 3%.
Yeah.
Maybe only 3% of those viewers are actually going to go and follow you. They're not gonna convert. But what I will say is that if you do go viral, make sure that your page is optimized to get those leads. You don't want to lose
as many conversions possible.
Yes, like have a pop-up, and you got to be on it.
Yeah, collect that email, that
you got
SMS,
to be
everything
on it. I'm talking about if we had a video that went viral the next day. Sometimes I'd be up at like 4 a.m. because something went viral, and I would customize the pop-up to go to whatever that video was going viral. So, for example, if the video was going viral about a particular shapewear, the pop-up would say something about that shapewear. Because now they're like, okay, I see this pop-up. They're converting over from this video, and they're going to feel more relative plugging in their email about something they saw.
Yeah.
When I got that lead from that time, I segmented it and created an entire, what is it called? Like when you make an email list for just like that segmented group, an email flow.
Okay, yeah. Flow.
I could not look an email flow. I created an entire email flow that was specifically about that product.
Wow.
And sometimes they wouldn't convert that day, that week, but maybe a month later.
Yeah.
From me continuing retargeting them with that same product, they convert over and they make a sell.
Right. And that's just like the importance of having a good website and your website reflecting what they came to see, right? Because like I feel like I've gone into so many websites where it's like, okay, I clicked on an ad that's about this one product, and now you're sending me to an entire collection.
Yes.
I'm not gonna go and try to find this one product.
Yes.
Like, if the ad is about that one product, you should be going to that one product page, and the product page should reflect the content that I just saw.
Yes.
So, you know, because people, you really gotta like take your potential customers by the hand.
Yes.
And make sure you don't lose them. Make sure they don't get distracted with anything else.
Because they get distracted, that's it.
Exactly.
They're gone.
Exactly.
You lost the sell.
Yep.
Yep. I don't know if this is like strategically correct, but for most e-com sales, it's like instant purchases.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
What is it called?
what's the word? Um Impulse buys.
Yes, they're impulse purchases. So if you don't get them in that impulse, that's it.
Yeah, if you don't get them the first time they go to your website, it's very very hard
To get them back.
that they'll come back. Oh yeah, so I look a lot at my conversion windows and my attribution settings to see like the customer's journey. Is like most of the time these people are converting from the very first visit, their first time on the website, their first click on an ad. Very rarely do I see people that are like came back multiple times. It's like you have to get them on that first time, and if you don't get them on that first time, yeah, you're not gonna see them again, or you're gonna be spending a lot of money and trying to retarget them. And there's no point in that. Just absolutely optimize your content, your website, everything to be uniform, slick, look professional, no doubts. Like your customers should land on your website and have no questions on what you're selling. That's it.
If you don't know what it is on your landing page or your product page or whatever it's going to, the customer is going to, you don't know what it is that's making them not buy, do like a hot tracker. So like a heat tracker, I don't know what it's called, but you can like get an app and put it on your website, and it'll show you where they're stopping.
Off. Yeah.
If you see where they're stopping, that's what you need to fix. That means you lost them at that point. Maybe you have too much wording, too much language, not enough convincing, not enough reviews, or whatever it is that you have. That means you need to make some adjustments and do A/B testing. Like test them out and see what page does better than another page.
Yep. So in conclusion, growing your brand organically versus paid ads. I would personally say, again, it depends what you have. Do you have the time or do you have the money? And even if you have the time or the money, you should be doing a mix of both.
Yes.
You should be doing a mix of both because your ads will convert a lot easier, a lot faster, a lot cheaper if you already have an organic footprint. If someone's seeing an ad from your brand and they have never seen your brand before, yes, they might convert, but that cost per purchase, that cost per acquiring a new customer is going to be very, very high. So if you can afford to pay X amount for a new customer, sure, go for it. But otherwise, you should be spending some time on an organic strategy.
Right. I would say, speaking from a small business standpoint, if you are a small business and you don't have the funding to pay for ads, go at least a year building your audience. Don't spend any money on ads after a year. And because a lot of times you think that you're just going to blow up from one day to another. No. I would say at least at least a year to really build your audience, build onto what works, what doesn't work, and really get all the data from your industry. After that year, you can confidently be like, okay, I'm going to run an ad on this and this and this type of topic, this audience, et cetera, et cetera. I would say give it a year.
Yeah, definitely. But also know either one, whether you choose an organic strategy or an ad strategy, is going to take a lot of content.
Yes.
Like, that's going to be your full-time job. You're going to be a full-time content creator. Again, whether you're doing it organically or ads, you're going to need a lot of it.
Yes. Okay, y'all, we done went through a whole lot of different tips and tricks, and that's what happens when you get two business girlies together. That's just what happens. Thank you so much, Mariela. Like, you did that, girl. You did that. I needed a refresher with ads. You definitely gave me a refresher. I know we went through a lot of different topics. If y'all want anything specific or any questions, put them in the comments so that we can look over them and we can possibly pop up again. You never know. And thank you so much. Y'all have a beautiful and blessed day. Bye.